Hi, this is Phil from PDQ Merchant Enterprises and ATM Mastermind Group page, and in today's video, we'll be talking about the top 5 arguments or discussions that you always get when you're in the ATM business. Always remember, here at PDQ Merchant Enterprises and ATM Mastermind Group page, we buy your freedom back one transaction at a time. Don't forget to register for the masterclass down below and start your ATM journey today. All right, here it is, the top 5 ATM arguments when you're in the ATM business and how to overcome these challenges. Point number 1, hey, I don't want to sign an ATM agreement. So here at PDQ Merchant Enterprises, we always tell you guys to get an ATM agreement signed. I call it an ATM agreement. I don't call it a contract, but this is what you want to do. It'll ensure longevity in the ATM business, and it'll ensure you guys to make money not only during the time you're in the ATM business, but if you want to have an exit strategy, now you got something that's tangible and it's an asset when you're in the ATM business. So what happens is the location doesn't want to sign this agreement. We're going to take a deeper dive at the end of the video, but I'm just going to give you a little bit in the beginning. Is one of the ways you overcome this challenge is if they want X, you ask for Y. It's always the same thing. I always tell you guys, they want X, you want Y. In this case, you want a location agreement and they want a surcharge. So we're going to dive a little bit deeper at the end of the video and come back and tell you guys exactly what to do. Point number 2, where do I put the ATM? When you're walking into the location, always remember what I call casing the location. You're going to look for 1 or 3 spots. I always try to get 3 of location parts where they want to put the ATM or where you want to put the ATM. Because what will happen is you'll have your dialogue. You'll be talking to the location owner and say, look, do you guys want an ATM? They say, yes, we do want an ATM. And the next question that comes to mind is, okay, where are we going to put it? Now, this could be an objection point for them, because if you can't find a spot to put it, then sometimes, you know what, they were looking for an exit strategy. They're looking for an excuse to get you out of the store. And you know what, this happens. So you always got to have this in the beginning of where you want to put the ATM. So what I say is, oh, let's put it over here by the door. Let's put it over in the back by the washrooms. Let's put it over here next to the counter. It depends on what kind of location it is, but always have 2 to 3 spots. And then, is there going to be electricity there? Because a lot of times, if there's no electricity, that becomes a deal breaker for them. Like, well, I got to get an electrician in. I don't know when I'm going to do that. So what I always try to do is find a spot right away where there's a plug. Is there a plug in the ceiling? Is it in the floor? Do I have to run an extension cord? What do I got to do to make sure this ATM is in a good spot, not only that we can make money, but we can get it in the store? Because the last thing you want to do is have the store owner say, yes, I want to put the ATM, but we don't have any room in the store to put it. Point number 3, that's not my business. Phil, what does that mean? Look, we were trying to put an ATM. We had a cash-only bakery, and we talked to them time and time again about putting an ATM in their store. And one time the owner came out and said, look, Phil, I'm in the bakery business. I'm not in the ATM business. That's not my business. What we do is we just send them right down to the convenience store. They get cash, they come right back. And so to me, that was crazy, because I'm like, well, we could solve your cash need and put this ATM, and now your customers could get cash, so you can stay on cash only and they have a way to take payment. But he didn't see it that way. They said, you know what? ATMs are not our business, bakeries are our business. So fast forward the story, what happened is the convenience store closed, and then I noticed they were closing. I went in and talked to the baker, and I said, look, that convenience store is closing. There's nowhere within 2-block radius that people can get cash. He says, you know what? I've been thinking about it. I think it's time to get an ATM in here. What do we got to do? And we were able to do this, but it took me 2 years to do that. But there was a solution down the street. When that solution was gone, hey, we were the first person they thought of, and we got that ATM in there. So always remember that there could be a little bit of an argument. What you want to do is you want to have solutions to that argument. But what I was trying to tell him is, you know what? The ATM isn't your business, but taking cash is your business. So what we want to do is come up with a solution. Point number 4, I want more commission. You want to give me 25 cents. I want to make more commission. I don't know what to do. I don't like this deal. So that is always a sticking point. But I always use the X and Y situation. Not a problem. You want more commission? We want to see more volume. If we get to more volume, then we can give more commission. So sometimes what we do is we set commission thresholds. If they hit 100 transactions, 200 transactions, they get more commission. If they extend the contract a little longer, then they get more commission. So I always use that X and Y approach on this one too, because if they want something, then I'm always asking for something on our end. Point number 5 is, hey, I just think I was going to buy my own ATM. So sometimes you'll hear that. You're pitching a guy, you're pitching a location, say, hey, you don't have an ATM. I see a lot of people coming in here. You know what? It would be a nice value added for your customers, convenience, everything. Let's say it's a convenience store in this example. And now what happens is you're pitching them, and all of a sudden they're thinking, you know what? You're right. I do need an ATM, except I don't want to give any commission away. I just want to make it all myself. So they might say something crazy like, you know what? I'll just buy my own ATM. So then we come up with a solution. No problem. We'll sell you that ATM. We put a price tag on it. We agree to a service contract, and now we make money. So always have that in your back pocket. Don't think you're out of the game. If they want to buy their own, sell it to them and make money along the way. Because a lot of times what happens is that store owner is, after a year, 2 years, they decide to leave, and you'll be talking to the store owner and say, you know what, I'm selling it. So you make a deal, you buy that ATM back, and now you're ready for the next owner to go right in. So you guys win. It's a win. You sell the ATM and make money along the way, and then when they decide to leave, you buy it back, and you know what, you make money on the next store owner. So it's a little bit of a long process, but you don't give that deal up. So we're going to go back to point number 1 is, oh, I don't want to sign a location agreement. So no problem. So here's some solutions to this situation. So if they don't want to sign a location agreement, then you know what you do? You just take away the commission. Say, okay, here's what we can do. We had a $3 surcharge. We're going to give you 50 cents. You don't want to sign a location agreement. So you know what we'll do is we'll just do a $3 surcharge. We won't pay you any commission. Not a problem. Now all of a sudden they say, well, geez, I still want to make money, but I don't want to sign anything. Well, it doesn't work that way. If you want to get commission, then what we do is we have to have a location agreement signed. Keep in mind, guys, if they don't sign that location agreement and they leave that store, that ATM goes with them or it goes with the owner of the building. So a lot of times you're going to protect yourself. So you got to say, you know what? If you're going to leave, I need protection. That ATM is mine. We have to let the bank know that the ATM's here. They need a contractual agreement. And there's things of that nature. You always want to throw those, hey, the bank needs a contract. The landlord needs a contract. I need a contract to move the money. So those are ways to overcome that objective. At the end of the day, if you want to make that decision without a location agreement, completely up to you. Just know what you're at risk. So I hope those 3 points were helpful. Always remember, there's a lot more information in our ATM Masterclass, which is down below. And I'll see you guys over at the ATM Mastermind group page. Thank you very much.